What's going on, everybody? It's Carlos here from PremierReviewer once again, and this is going to be part 2 of my epic PC video log. So if you haven't tuned in to part 1, annotation over here where you're going to go check out that video. Make sure you do so you're not confused of where the rest of the parts are. In this video, we're going to go over the second half of the parts list, and for those who already seen that video, let's begin. Okay, so if we start off, I picked the Asus X99 motherboard deluxe, the U3. This has a few features in it that really stood out to me. In fact, if you research at the point of this video in 2015, this is a motherboard you're gonna see almost everywhere. This is not necessarily, I'm not sure if this is not considered a gaming board, but many builds have been used with this motherboard featuring gaming, because this doesn't have onboard graphics. My CPU doesn't have onboard graphics, which is a good thing because, again, this is not necessarily a gaming PC. This is going to be a editing PC that has the ability to be amazing as far as gaming. So that's going to be really good. So obviously we're going to go through the box. A lot of stuff I've just started learning. I'm really new to this. Like I said before, this is going to be my first PC build. So it comes with a fan extension hub, which is in the box already. I already opened this box to see how it is. I'm not going to take the actual motherboard out of the bag. So you also have the Hyper M.2 by 4. So this is your SSD in here, and it acts as a boost. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I'm pretty sure that's what that means. And it's Wi-Fi enabled. Now, I really don't care about the Wi-Fi feature at this moment, because in my office, I'll have that connected hardwired, so I get the most, especially the fastest out of my internet. It has onboard audio tuning included. So the really cool feature about this is that it has its own sound card that's separate from the actual board, so you're really gonna get some high quality audio, so they say. And that's pretty much it as far as the motherboard. I think I made a definite wise choice when it comes to this, especially since it's been tried and true. And that's pretty much it as far as the motherboard. Then we have the Corsair H100i GTX. Now, I had to get something that was gonna be I had a choice between air cooling and water cooling, and it was almost like really pointless to think that it was a struggle of a decision, because Corsair makes this great water cool feature. It's pretty much plug and play when it comes to it. It even comes with its own thermal paste on it. Now, I have friends who tell me I should most likely take the thermal paste that's on it and put my own. I'm still struggling with that decision because I've watched a lot of builds. I've only seen a handful of people actually do that, but it's still a decision when that time comes if I'll make. Now, this is sporting, I believe, 2 120 millimeter fans. So it's going to give it optimal air. Again, I went with the H100i GTX because of my case. It should easily fit that without any hassle. And then as far as power, we're going with the Corsair. I know Corsair is all over this build. I wish they were a sponsor, but I'm still too small of a channel for them most likely. But anyways, they're a great company, and I went with the RM850 power supply, which is 80 plus gold. The noise supposedly very low as far as capturing noise. I mean, it shouldn't be a really loud fan as they advertise, but I've seen a lot of people talk really good about this. It's also a modular power supply, which is good for me because since I'm new, the last thing I need is to have 1,000 wires hooked up and then me not knowing exactly where they're supposed to go. So this is really good for that because it lets me plug in only the wires that I really need, which is another reason why I coughed up the money for a power supply of this quality. Now, again, all of my purchases were pretty much done between Black Friday and Cyber Monday because there were some pretty good deals. Like the motherboard was down maybe 10, 15 bucks, which doesn't sound a lot, but it starts adding up. This H100 IGTX also was down about 20 bucks. This was down another 20 bucks. So you start adding, that's about $60 right there between the three parts. And that enabled me to pick up some other accessories that may be. So moving on from that, let's go to my case. Now, this is the Corsair, again, Corsair Carbon Air 540. This case, as you see, it is a sexy looking beast, it is. Now, this is actually the first purchase I made because once I decided to go in this route, I really wanted to find a good chassis, a chassis that was going to be beneficial to the way I need. And what that means is I needed a chassis that was going to give me really easy cable management. This being my first build, I knew that I wasn't going to be able to have that expertise in cable management, nor that I want to spend too much time trying to make it not perfect, but just I didn't want to be overwhelmed with cable management. And that's like my biggest fear as far as having a build that's gonna look messy, especially with this big window right here. So this is really friendly, user friendly. A lot of people have picked up this case because it really is amazing to build on. It might be the best case besides the younger brother, which is the Air 240, which is just really extremely friendly to build on. So I'm really excited once I got this. They come in 3 different colors. You have black and white, which is the 2 popular colors. This I love because yes, once it was different, but it matches the core to the T. So I didn't have to do, it was no brainer when it came to this case. I knew that I had to have it. So I picked up this case, and I gotta tell you, that really sparked me really starting to save up and do a lot of research as far as what I was gonna be able to put into this bad boy. So this case, I'll probably go more in depth once I start building it, but it's pretty user friendly. You have 3 fans already installed. I'll put my radiator above here. I might keep these fans depending on the noise level, but either way, I have easy access to all this stuff. You have trays down below for your hard drives. You have more trays in the back. This panel comes off with thumb screws. Really user friendly, and I know I keep saying that, but it's true. So these are the parts that I chose. The next video is going to show me actually putting this bad boy together. I'm really excited. The only thing is I'm waiting for that graphics card. Depending on what happens with the sponsor, I'll most likely just end up picking up a graphics card by myself. So guys, thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day to watch my videos. The growth on this channel has been, I don't know, it's just been phenomenal for me. At this point of this video, late 2015, here in December, I have just reached a little over 3K. So thank you guys. It means a lot to me that the channel is growing this fast, at least in my opinion, and I can't wait to see what a year from now holds. Also, part 3 will be on its way, where you're gonna see the entirety of the build come together, where I actually will build this PC. So you're gonna wanna be subscribed for that. Make sure if you like this content, hit that thumbs up. And if you guys have any names for this PC, what you guys think it should be called, right now it's codename Tron, but I wanna leave it up to you guys as well. So if you guys have any suggestions, leave them in the comments down below. And like I always say, till next time, I'll see you around. Oh, look, it looks like UPS. Well, I'm really excited to get this thing up and running, so let's go. UPS.